so confused, like, okay, what do I do now? I was supposed to go to the UK, now I'm here in Germany. I didn't plan for this. How do I even get to learn German? And everywhere I go is just Guten Morgen, and I was freaking out, you know. I was confused, I was depressed. It was ugly. It was a whole mess, and I lost control of my whole goals, my visions, my thoughts, of my emotions. And that is actually what causes depression, ladies and gentlemen. Hey guys, welcome back to Empowering Immigrants with your one and only host, Lucia Mukwa. Now here at Empowering Immigrants, we have ongoing conversations on our journeys, how to strive over our struggles and become our best selves, right? We have personal growth, self-development goals, and how do we get there? How do we have control and take power of our spaces, of our emotions and ourselves, and just focus on the stuff that needs to be done? I believe that it all starts with us. It starts with doing the internal work and the external environment. Our external environment has no choice but to work for us and not against us. So we have different topics, ongoing conversations weekly that just keeps us like in a focus level. So it's a new week, it's a new Wednesday, and we get to continue with our series #Reflection Wednesdays. In this video, on this week's series, we get to talk about what actually holds us back. What holds us back? What is it that makes us lose control over our lives? And I believe that is our emotions, right? Losing control over our emotions literally puts us off the road. We literally change directions. We lose control of our wheel and our car just literally crashes, right? So losing control of your emotions puts you in some sort of depression, a state of depression, a state of anxiety. And so in today's video, we're going to talk about what actually causes this depression. So let's dive in. So life is all about making plans, right? We make so many plans. They say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So you have to make plans. We make constant plans. Even the moment that we decided to take that plane to come to Europe, we made so many plans, right? We figured it all out already. We had a road map for it already. Like we had a plan for the next year, for the next 3 years, for the next 5 years, right? That I'm gonna go to Germany, for example, as an au pair. I'm gonna work there and then get an Ausbildung too, or I'm gonna go to Europe as an asylum seeker, get citizenship in X months period, or I'm gonna go to Europe as on a study visa, on a job visa, and make X amount of money in a certain period of time, and then I'm gonna continue to renovate my mother's house or buy myself a new house and stuff like that. We make so many plans for our lives, right? And then the moment that you take that plane, you get on, everything is set, and then you take that plane, it just comes crashing. The plane just comes, you don't have the smooth landing that you planned. The plane just comes crashing in different obstacles, right? You start facing problems and your plans don't go as planned, right? It goes sideways, right? And for some of us, our journeys are even cut short. Yes, I didn't plan to actually live in Germany. I planned to go to the UK, and then God was like, nope, girl. this is where you stop, right? So we make so many plans and things don't just go as we thought, right? We face obstacles that are outside of our control, right? So you can imagine what happened to my emotions. I got so confused, like, okay, what do I do now? I was supposed to go to the UK, and now I'm here in Germany. I didn't plan for this. How do I even get to learn German? And everywhere I go is just Guten Morgen, and I was freaking out, you know. I was confused, I was depressed. It was ugly. It was a whole mess, and I lost control of my whole goals, my visions, my thoughts, of my emotions. And that is actually what causes depression, ladies and gentlemen. Failing to meet our plans. Yeah, we grieve over what could it have been like to have succeeded in A, B, C, and D. What could it have been like to be in the UK, like for instance for me, right? So the fact that we don't meet our plans is what puts us in a state of depression. We grieve over that X amount of money that we wanted. We grieve over that opportunity to have studied for that master's degree or even get that certain job, right? We grieve over the papers that we thought we will get within a year or two. We grieve over the people that we thought we could count on that are now acting differently, right? And then on top of our grief, our sadness, we shift the whole thing and start blaming it on other people. We start blaming our depression on other people. We start blaming it on the government, on the government and its system, right? Yeah, of that our whole focus just gets shifted, right? We lose control of our emotions. So there's anger that comes in and we don't even focus. We totally forgot about the plans that we had, all right? Everything gets shifted. Our minds get shifted. We lose ourselves completely. We simply lose control over our power, right? And then we start doing things that are not even aligned with our journey anymore, like drinking lots of alcohol to soothe that confusion and that pain, and or having sex and gossip. Yes, gossip too. There's this nice feeling you get when you talk about other people's problems and not yours. But here's the good news, and this really literally helped me 110% to get over my own depression here in Germany. And that is knowing that times and seasons belongs to God. Times and seasons don't belong to you. Get that right. If you are going to take notes or if you're going to have a takeaway in this video, just take that. Times and seasons don't belong to you. Times and seasons belong to God. There's a scripture in the Bible that says that many are the plans of men, but only the plan of God will prevail in your life, right? So in knowing that, you know that God has a plan and a future and a hope for you. So it's not over. It's not over, and that's the good news, right? For as long as you have breath in your lungs, it's not over. You get to rewrite your story again. You punch depression, confusion, and fear in the face and rewrite your story again. Take up the space, take back your power, have control of your life again, right? Scrap the other plan and just rewrite the whole thing again. So to get started with the plan, you gotta start with, you gotta start inwards, right? Make that vision clear. Yeah, what is it that you actually really want to become? Who do you see yourself as? Like, what is success to you? Is success to you being like owning a business, getting a master's degree, or just being a successful parent? Is being the best mother ever or father, is that success enough for you? Like a homemaker, right? Success is different for everybody. So you have to be really clear on your visions. You cannot be everything at the same time, right? You might fail or come short in some aspects. So make your vision clear and get to work. Once that is clear, you get to do the outwork now, right? See right where you are, right where you find yourself, in whatever circumstances that you find yourself, right? Whatever storms that you find yourself, check exactly in that environment. What is there any opportunity, any certain thing that can serve that vision, that can serve that dream of you, for example, becoming a business owner or a A-star student or a mother? Is there anything that can serve that dream or vision? And then just take the next step. Take the next step, even if it looks small, if it doesn't even make any sense for you to even move on, just move on, just by taking a small step ahead, right? And so the next step I took to just move forward to my vision and my goal of being a perfect A-star, kick-ass parent was to enroll myself for a German language. The only way I could help my kids with their homeworks or take them to a doctor's appointment or anything, and just for them to integrate into the system here, was for me to even understand the language itself, right? So I went ahead and enrolled myself in on a German course. I passed it and just continued and just moved on. Then as time passed by, I realized that I love the language, right? I love the language. I love the place. We were having so much time. We were having so much fun. The kids loved it here, and it just clicked to me. It clicked to me in a moment that this was actually God's plan. This is where actually God wanted me to be, right? And so that's why I'm saying that the seasons and the times belongs to God. We will make so many plans, but only the plans of God will prevail in our lives and not our own, right? So this is where God wanted me. I was thriving. I'm still thriving here, right here where I am. And all I had to do to even realize that, or to even meet and be in alignment with what God has for my life, was just to take the next step. It didn't make any sense that, well, it made sense. I had to help my kids, right? Learn the language as well. So it made sense, but then it's not something that I wanted to do, but I did it. I just took the next right step. And of course, the devil being the devil, he still showed up in my thought process. Yes, depression, confusion, anxiety, fear, all these things belong to the devil, right? And he will never stop hindering you. He still came into my thought process and whispered to me, what if you get deported? Lol, right? So recently, or even just lately, I just laugh at him. I just laugh at the devil, and I'm like, listen, if God has showed me evidence that indeed the times and seasons belong to him, right? So with just how everything is working out perfectly for me here, so if God allows for me to be deported, then I can trust that God will still have me. Like he will still have, like he has a plan for me in that season. He is allowing for me to be in another season, even if that season means for me to go back to Namibia, right? That's the plan of God. If he allows it, if that plane comes and he allows it for it to be like that, then I trust God because he showed up in this season. He was with me, he's still with me. So that's how you get to punch the devil, punch depression, punch fear and everything in its face by knowing the truth of God over your life also, right? Partnering with God, partnering with your visions and your goals, getting up and just being clear on your truth, because the devil is a liar. He be lying to us, and that causes us confusion, and we get so depressed, we soak in pain, right? And then just take action. Just do the next right thing to do. Take the next right move that will bring you closer to your goals and to your visions, right? Just like it seemed so uninteresting for me to even do the A1 German language course, but here I am at my C1 currently, and I have major plans now, right? And I know and I trust God that even if I make major plans now, because he has showed it to me before, that he will show up even when things doesn't go my way. So I trust him now that he will show up again if things don't go my way, right? I have this peace and joy over my life, right? And the only thing that I did right was to partner with God, make my vision clear, and just take the next right step, even if it seems significant, even if it's so small, like just taking an A1 German language course, or just getting up and go for a morning run just to get your health and your body in action. It can be just the smallest thing, but just to not soak in depression. That don't do. Don't cover yourself under a blanket. Don't go and drink alcohol to forget your problems. They will not go away like that. Get to know who you are. Get to know what you want to do, who you want to become. Partner with God. He's the one that created you. And just take the next right step. Just a quick recap. Depression is caused by our failed plans, right? We grieve over our plans. What could it have been if I could have succeeded in A, B, C, and D, right? How life could have been if that could have worked out, right? So that is what causes us depression, anxiety, confusion, fear, and everything. The plans that we made didn't work out, right? And then how do we overcome it? How do we just move forward? By partnering with God, making your vision clear, knowing you and what is that you want actually out of life, and just taking the next right step. even if it seems significant, even if it's very small. Just take the next step. Trust in yourself, trust in God, and just try to move forward. Try to move on. For as long as you have breath in your life, don't give up. Don't get stuck in that bed. Get up and just move. Even if the move seems uninteresting or it doesn't make any sense, it doesn't have to make sense, right? It doesn't have to make sense. And things in your life don't have to be okay for you to actually start doing something or for you to move. Do it in the messiness. Do it when things are not okay. When things are not okay, get up and show life that you are okay because God got you. Alright, honeys. So from me to you, that's it. Until next Wednesday. Chooses. Why do I always forget to ask you guys to please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. Let's continue in the comment chats and like it. Okay, like and share with your family and friends. And also we have a website as well, www.empoweringimmigrants.de, www.empoweringimmigrants.de. Right? Go ahead and subscribe there as well, because we're introducing #Tuesday tips coming up. I will explain that more on our Instagram page. Also go ahead and follow us on Instagram, empoweringimmigrants.de. On Instagram, follow us just to know what's happening, what content can you expect, and how we can connect, right? We are here to empower each other, to love on each other, to help each other, just to navigate life in Europe. Okay? So from me to you, peace and love till next week. Do take care. Bye.